you live each day of the week. Come on, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What you waiting for? Come and take a seat. Like and subscribe, this is where you wanna be. Cause you know we gon' talk about it. Let's talk about it. Get in here, we in here tonight. So get in here, we in here to vibe.
Hey y'all, can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know. We are back. We are back. That was short. I just got over there too. It was short and then I couldn't hear anything. So we are back. Let me y'all hear me. We are back to business. But I got questions. I got questions. I got questions. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Y'all come on back in here, baby. I got questions. So I just want to be proper. I did not hear, I don't know, I did not hear them say they were a trans or not. I saw that somebody typed it in the comments, said that it's a trans. So what exactly does that mean? Do we prefer to them as a she or a he? Like how do we do that? Well, she said she got a phone call. Okay, so it is a she. It is a she turned a man, or is it a man turned a female? And who is it? She said that was a plot twist, not expecting that. Didn't know who it was, though. Thought at first sip, but I saw both of them in the chat. So I said, nope, LOL, and didn't think about it again. Minding my business. She said a man turned into a female. Also, it is a man turned into a female. Did they actually say that? She said, I replayed the live, and no, she said she was a trans. But I know, but a trans meaning is a man turned into a female. A man turned female. Okay, a man turned female. Okay. Okay. I be confused about it sometimes. So it's a man and he turned into a female. Okay. Okay. I did not hear a whole lot because by the time I got over there, it was I heard a little bit, and then all of a sudden I didn't hear anything else. And I was like, I don't hear anything. And then I saw y'all saying y'all didn't hear anything, and I was like, oh, okay, so it's not just me, because I was like, did I hit the mute button or something? I don't hear anything. So anyway, but that was interesting. What do y'all think? That was quite interesting. So it's a trans from Memphis. She said, I am not well versed. Wait a minute, what did the page say? She said, wait a minute, I want to be well versed too. Hold on, let me get you. Said their pronoun is a she, people. Oh, their pronoun is a she. Got it. Okay, so they are a she. It's a she. They are a she. It's a girl. So we just have to know it's a girl, it's a woman. People kept saying, is it J Vance? J Vance, are you in here? People kept saying, is it J Vance? Is it J Vance? Is it J Vance? She said, I'm from Memphis and we check. And she said, I'm from Memphis and we check. Check what? Y'all check people? She said, I asked them how do they want to be referred to as, but I don't think they seen my comment. I want to address them appropriately. She said her man called and messed it up on her live. LOL. Something the well don't know nothing about is what she said. Okay, so it is a she. So we just gonna say it's a she. She said J Vans was in the chat. Okay, I only asked because somebody said, is that J Vans? So J Vans was in the chat. She is a trans from Memphis and been in the bushes for a year. Oh, okay. Wow. I wonder what made her go live. I wonder what made her go live. She said the well pissed off the wrong community. Man, let me tell you something. She said they are a community that stick together and will roast the fuck out of you, baby. Y'all, this might be ready to get very interesting because you know what? Now, I ain't gonna lie. Listen, I heard how they come. I just heard how they come. Hey, Ashley D, did you know the Saga AI is a trans? Well, she's a trans. So she is from the LGBT community, and apparently she said she is tired of them misgendering people, and they are very protective of the LGBT community. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. She said she pissed at the well. Oh, for real? J Bands was in the chat. She said she tired of them blaming other people on her page. Oh, okay. She said they blaming you and others, and she didn't want y'all blamed. Oh, okay. She said she's sick of her big back ass keep talking about people, gender, and how people look. Oh, she said She has been saying she was going to go live to prove it wasn't any of us. Oh. Oh, somebody said she's back live now asking for us to come back. Well, I got to finish my live right quick, but if y'all want to go, y'all can. I can catch it later. But my live is not going to be long, though. It's not going to be long. She said LGBTQIA will destroy your oversized ass. LGBTQIA. Is that what it really is? LGBTQIA will destroy your oversized ass. But y'all, let me get back into my commentary, baby. I want to go ahead and finish it up, okay? Just right quick. But if y'all want to go over there, y'all can. Y'all can get the tea and let me know. She said, well, I'm in. Okay, let's finish listening to what he said. This manipulative. You know, I love pointing out this manipulating shit. You know what I mean? Okay, let's go.
Need somebody to be negative with them so they can feed off that.
Wait a minute, hold on. Let's go back.
Just say something. Stand down.
Okay, so
look nothing like that.
So we left off on the part where he actually was telling his people to stand down, don't say nothing back, because I said if he loved his supporters, I said this last night, I said it to Kevin, I said if you love your supporters, you wouldn't put them in the line of fire. You would tell them to back off. And I said, because that's what Bree told us. Bree said, don't fight my battles. I don't need nobody to fight my battles. And she said that because she didn't want us to get struck. She didn't want our pages to go away. She didn't want us to have to go to courts and shit like that. She said, don't fight my battle, right? That's because she cared about her supporters. And I said that to Kevin last night. And now here come Boot Mouth hollering, if you support me, don't argue back with them people. Don't say nothing to these people.
You feel me? I'm not going back and forth with no negative people, man. And I want y'all to stand down with any negativity. Do not, if somebody got something negative to say, I want my people, Team of Truth, stand down. We can't look nothing like that. If they got something negative to say, keep it pushing. Just move on. Like, don't let it attack your energy at all. You hear me?
But you hear him saying this now, but he damn sure wasn't saying this when they asked him, do they want him to stop? Do he want them to stop? And he says no, right? Keep going, right? I can't tell people to stop. I can't tell people to stop talking. I can't tell people, keep doing God's work. That's what it used to be. Keep doing God's work. So only reason why he's coming out now and saying stand down is because I said you don't love your supporters if you're putting them in the line of fire, because it risks them losing their channel. It risks them saying something criminally and getting court charges. You understand what I'm saying? It risks them as a whole. And it really stunts their growth if you think about it, okay? See, unlike them, they think I'm a beefing channel, but I'm really not a beefing channel. I designed my channel around what? And it's been like this for a minute. It's in my description. I expose narc behaviors, toxic behaviors, manipulation, liars, gaslighters. You understand what I'm saying? It's written in my About Amore, and it's been like that for a minute. So where they think I'm a beefing channel, no, I expose the fuckery. I expose the fuckery. Okay, let's go.
I need y'all to stand down. If you're a Team LaTruth supporter, please stand down from any negativity. Do not feed into it. Somebody say something reckless, man, just say something positive. That's what I want y'all to do to counteract negativity.
They're not going to do it. They're not going to do that. They too nosy. They too hungry. They back too big. They're not going to do it. They are not going to do it. Now, it's a selected few over there that mind their business. Okay, the Harmony Church girl, the LOUDTalkerz girl, the top, whatever take. When I say mind their business, I don't mean mind their business like they ain't, making videos about Brianna every day, but they don't argue back and forth with us. Okay, but Hamburger and a few others, they can't help themselves. They cannot help themselves. That's just who they are. It is in their stomachs. That's who they are. And what's in you will come out of you. That's who Amber is. Trust and believe. Amber is nothing more than just that. She will never be a great content creator because she can never mind her fucking business. And when I say mind your business, I mean Amber would never do anything else but argue back with people. She called me a beefing blogger. No, I'm an exposing blogger. She is a beefing blogger. That's all she do every day, all day.
Somebody say something negative about y'all or to me. I know y'all rock with me, and a lot of times y'all be upset with how they come in and they say certain stuff to me. Say something positive. When they say something negative, like, oh, he does that, say, no, he does this. Say positive. Don't even go at them. Don't be negative back with them people at all.
Again, the only reason why he's saying that because he was sitting his happy tail in my chat, like he probably is now. I do believe that I hit his big screen. I believe this joker puts me on his big screen and sit me on top of his dresser. Okay, I am on his dresser every night. Okay, I believe he's listening to me right now. He listens to me, and this is how he learns. Period.
Need that. Like negative people need somebody to be negative with them so they can feed off that. If you don't be negative to negative people, I promise you, it'll settle out. The smoke clears. It'll be over with. A negative person can't be negative by themselves. So if they be negative with you, they expecting you to.
But the contradiction is real. He says this, but he'll be back out tomorrow whining again. They talked about my mama. They talked about me. They said something about my family. They always saying this. He gonna always seek sympathy. Him and his brother. Him and his damn brother. Okay?
Be negative back with them. Just like y'all see me, follow my motto. I see those comments. I see people coming in attacking me and stuff, man. Y'all notice I'm ignoring them. I'm only gonna respond to the positivity.
That's
I'm only gonna be respectful. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to start blocking those people who be negative because I need to clean it up for y'all. I know y'all tired of seeing it. And that's just what it is, man. You know, the more comments, the better when it comes to social media. But if the comments is gonna run away my good people, my good supporters, my high vibrational people, I'm gonna start blocking them for y'all. You know, I got thick skin, so that's why I be letting that stuff rock. But I know y'all don't. It bothers y'all, so I'm gonna start blocking them for y'all. Facts, cause they can't spaz by themselves. Absolutely, if they spaz by themselves, they're gonna have to check themselves into a mental institute. You know, most of them probably need to anyway.
Now he's saying this when we all know majority of his supporters need to be right there. Because let me just say this right quick. Y'all tell me if this is true or not. Do his, not all, but a few of his supporters start shit with me and with other content creators. They start shit. And then when you respond, they run their asses down to the court and charge you with something that they start. Does that happen or not? Those are the motherfuckers that need to be in some type of mental institution or go sitting on somebody's couch. Because does that not happen or not? They start with you. They call you out your name. They disrespect you in the worst way. And then when you light they motherfucking asses up, they run to the police. They run to the courts. She did this. She did that. How many of them have we seen? Quite a few. We don't have to put no names, but quite a few. More than 3, more than 4, more than 5. We've seen that. They will come after you. They will talk about your mama. They'll talk about your daddy. They'll talk about your back. They'll talk about your child. They'll talk about everything. They'll call you, they'll misgender you, call you all type of names, all type of ugly names. And the moment you say something back to them and you light their asses up, they run down to the court. I'm taking you to court, bitch. I'm taking you to court. But then they're supposed to be the biggest, baddest bulldog, right? Prior to that. But when you get, that's how you know you get the best of them. That is how you know you get the best of them. Okay? That is how you know you get the best of them when they start running. I'm taking you to court. It's a whole team of them. A whole team of people that start shit with you. They will put your photo on their thumbnails. Yeah, they'll do that. They will go and solicit in other people's chats telling them, pull up, y'all. I'm about to roast a bitch. And they misgender the hell out of you. But the moment you come out with the truth, see, they come out with their feelings, but you come out with the truth. See, the truth hurts. People don't like the truth. You don't come out with my feelings. I expose you for who you are. Like that Muggin' Mika girl. Muggin' Mika, all Mika does in her life is call people bitches and hoes. She ain't listed not one fact. She ain't came out with no receipts. When I roast her, y'all, when I dog walk the fuck out of Mika, baby, I had facts. I had receipts. Even her dumb, stupid ass went back over there to her live talking about something. Well, yes, she is right. My man did get evicted with LaTruth. She is right. He did used to work at AutoZone. She is right. I did get arrested because I ran and left my kids in the car with 8 bags of cocaine in my mouth, crack in my mouth. She is right because I have receipts. They just come out here yapping, just yapping their mouth. And they think they, listen, just cussing. You bitch, you hoe, you bitch, you hoe, you bitch. They sound retarded. That's all they do. But see, I expose their real facts, honey. And that's what makes them mad. They can say all day, every day, oh, your mama was on crack. But they can't prove that, but I can prove that they had crack. I can prove that they have a crack charge. I can prove that they have a neglect charge. Do you understand what I'm saying? You hear where I'm going, right? I can prove the things that I'm saying about them. They can't prove the things that they say about me. They just grabbing shit out of their stinking smelly ass. That's it. That's all they doing. They grabbing shit out of their ass and then they come out here and say it. That means nothing. That's like water running off a duck's back. It means nothing. It don't stick, bitch, because you don't have no facts, no proof of what you're saying. And see, let me tell you what they don't know. You know, you got the Mug and Mika chick always want to talk about my mama. She don't know I don't like my mama either. So you talking about somebody I don't like. Enjoy, bitch. I don't like my mama. My mama dead. I still don't like her. She ain't do right by me. So you roasting somebody that I don't even like. I don't like her. So carry on, bitch. She ain't do right by me as a child. Carry on. Do you, bitch? Do you understand what I'm saying? They think that them saying something about my mama gonna make me cry. Bitch, please. She wasn't in my life. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Anyway, enough on that. Let's get back to I'm the mama, and I teach these hoes, okay? I come out with receipts like I'm doing now. They don't know how to do this. They don't know how to do what I do. That's why they can't go to places that I will go. Mug and Mika admitted she came out here yelling and acting a plum ass fool, and she has only made $100 on YouTube. Now, who the fuck would do that? Do you really think that I would come out here and do all the bullshit that she's doing for $100? She literally said she made $100 doing this, y'all. She said, I do it for free. I only made $100. This is a hobby of mine. How stupid does she sound? This is a fat, skinny bitch. They're coming out here, yapping her mouth, putting her and her entire family in jeopardy for $100. How ignorant is that? How ignorant is that? That is ignorant as fuck. But she said she's going to meet me at court on the 29th in Katy, Texas. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I absolutely am looking forward to it. Okay? I hope I see you there. Boo Boo Kitty. I hope I see you there. She said, and I quote, the next court case, which is July the 29th in Katy, Texas, she said she's pulling up. I'm looking fucking forward to it, baby. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. All right, let's continue, y'all. Let's continue. Okay?
Anybody that's that hurt or that traumatized for whatever they went through, and you know, my suggestion is for everybody to get counseling. You dig what I'm saying? Even if you feel like you don't need it, just get it because it is beneficial. I think it would fix. I think we all need counseling.
He does. He absolutely needs counseling because he's a narcissist. He really do need counseling for the rest of his life.
At some point, especially with the things that we get to see come down our timelines, maybe it's not even your own traumas. It could be from other people.
All right, let's get back to the reason why he's spent out of control. I do believe that he just received his enforcement papers because he didn't think fat meat was greasy. He thought that he was going to just be able to skate out of paying child support like he did with Sierra, okay? Like he didn't pay for Desharia, and he thought that he was not going to have to pay for Amora, okay? Now, I don't know 100%, but I do believe that he received enforcement papers. Why do I say that? Because he talked about it pretty much all day, okay? And even the comments, you know, he kind of reiterated child support should never be enforced on a father who already provides consistently, financially, emotionally. And then he even says real fathers who step up in every way shouldn't be punished by a system that fails to recognize their efforts simply because there isn't a piece of paper in place. When he says fail to recognize their efforts, he wants an E for motherfucking effort. Do you hear me? He wants an E for effort. An E for effort. He's like, Y'all see me on camera going to Walmart. I buy 8 dresses and take back 7 when she leaves. Come on, y'all. Give me some credit. I go get her hair done and then I sub her mama. Come on, y'all. Give me some credit. I take her to all these fun places and then I ask y'all for cash apps to give me my money back. Give me credit. Come on, y'all. Give me some credit. Okay? That is what he wants, an E for fucking effort. He does not want to pay child support. Then he goes underneath and say, I take care of my kids financially, emotionally, and physically like a real father should. I don't need to post receipts on social media to prove it. My proof is for the courts, not the comments. Believe what you want. When it's time to show the truth, I'll have it. Okay? He said, when it's time to show the truth, I'll have it. And that is why I said, I do believe he has all the money that he is back owed, or he owes back in child support. And I believe he's going to take it to court. Okay. He's going to take that amount to court. But the judge is going to say, well, why didn't you give it to the mother? Why didn't you give it to the mother? And he probably say some shit like, oh, I thought she was going to go out of town with it. Or I thought she was going to buy a Happy Meal and some French fries or something. I just wanted her to make sure she only spends it on Moski. Okay. All right. But I do believe that this comment, this post right here, where he says should never be enforced on a father who already provides consistently, financially, emotionally, and physically without a court order. Of course, I think it's bullshit, one, because you don't have to enforce somebody that is compliant. And for two, the reason why he said without a court order, because I think his ignorant ass do not know that a divorce decree is a court order. Let me say that again. I don't think this nigga believes that a divorce decree is a court order. It is a court order. Now, I'm pretty sure we all knew that, but I don't believe his dumb ass knew that. So when he took her back to court to lower it, because that, he's done that, right? He did a motion to lower his child support. So he thinks just because he initiated the paperwork to the courts to lower it, saying that he can't afford it, he thinks that's good enough for him to stop paying. He doesn't understand that doesn't stop you from paying just because you told the court you can't afford it. You better figure it out, because what he don't know is every dime he hasn't paid toward his child support thus far, he will have to pay it in arrearage until the judge decides to allow him to lower the child support. If she does, or he does, or whatever, if they allow it to be lowered, he's still responsible for whatever it was until a new order comes out. That's what he doesn't understand. See, he thinks the judge gonna come in and say, oh, okay, Mr. Hampton, I see all these receipts that you have. Instead of paying $1,300 a month, you could just pay $500 a month or something like that, right? And then he think the slate just gonna start, the time gonna start all over at $500, and the judge is just gonna forget about the month that he said the hell with financially providing for my child. Okay. So anyway, but again, I do believe, and this is just speculation. This is just speculation. I believe that he has received enforcement papers and he's going ape shit crazy, whatnot, because he feels that somebody being forced to do what the fuck they supposed to do, he feels that is wrong. He feels that a system should not force you to take care of your child, which means that he feels that daddies that look good in the image of social media should get by on not financially providing for their kids in real life. He thinks, oh, it's okay to come out here and lie to his supporters and pretend that he's paying child support, but that don't mean that he really has to do it. Okay. All right. Let me put up another post. Now we're moving on. I said this is just going to be quick, fast, and a hurry. This is not going to be no long live. It's going to be quick, fast, and a hurry. Okay. Let me get to what I just did. I just screenshotted it, didn't I? But where is it? I'm moving on to my next topic. I literally just screenshotted. Where did it go? Hold on, let me just do it this way then. Sorry, I thought I would have it up. Here it goes. All right. So we're moving on to Kevin because Kevin put out a message today that I want to talk about. Okay. All right. He put out a message to his supporters, and we're going to break it down. So let me read it. Now, y'all already know before I read this, for the last 3 or 4 days straight, Kevin has been spiraling out of control, cussing out people, mama, daddies, sister, brother, cousins, and shit like that or whatever. People, dog, babies, whatnot. And he looked bad. Now, I came out and said yesterday that he should be embarrassed because of his behavior in the position that he's supposed to carry himself. A leader, a man. He calls himself a coach, right? All this stuff or whatever, a life coach and all this stuff. And I said that he should be embarrassed, okay? So let me read what he wrote, and then we are going to go from there. He says, to those who were hurt by what was said to our son, okay? Sometimes words land in places they were never meant to. And I've seen the pain that echoed through some of your hearts after hearing what was said about my son. This post is for you. To everyone who was hurt, offended, or felt feeling heavy, I want to sincerely apologize on behalf of the energy that brought that into your space. Please know our son is okay. He is shining brighter than ever. He is safe. He is protected. And most importantly, he will never hear those words. They will not pierce his spirit or shape his identity. That part of the world will never reach him. Also, know that we are okay. We are a family rooted in love, not just for ourselves, but for all of you too. Those who wept or those who weep for him, defend him, or even just felt the sting in your chest when you heard it. We see you, we feel you, and we love you. There's a scripture that says, love conquers a multitude of sin, 1 Peter 4:8. And there's a lesson from the forest. Even when lightning strikes, the trees do not blame the weather. They keep growing toward the sun. So please, beautiful souls, let your hearts be at peace. What was said may have caused waves, but our waters are calm. And for those who stood in defense, thank you for the love that you have for our son. Thank you for loving our son like he was your own. You're not just audience, you're a family. With love, Kevin Wesley and the Rise family. Now, hey, let's talk about why this message was written. Now, before I get into the breakdown of why it was written on a narcissistic approach, let me just say this. Last night, I also said that those are not Kevin's supporters. Those are Robert's supporters. I said that, and I said it more than once. And I even went back and retitled one of my videos that I did last night, and I titled it, Kevin Wesley lied to Robert's supporters. I know he saw that. I said LaTruth. Kevin Wesley lied to LaTruth supporters to save face, is what I said. To save face, okay? So I'm sure he saw that. He doesn't like that, right? So the way he ended it with, you're not just an audience, you are family. What he's trying to do right there, you guys, is he's trying to say, you guys are mine. Y'all are my protection. Y'all are my supporters. That's just his way of trying to reel them in a little bit closer to him and away from the truth. Okay? Okay? I told y'all last night, those are not his supporters. Those are the true supporters. But he said, you're not just audience, you are family. Okay? Meaning, like how I value my supporters, I value y'all a lot, right? And I always say, oh, I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for being my supporters. I make it exclusive by calling y'all what? Loud talkers, right? Y'all are my loud talkers. We are loud talkers. We are the loud talker crew, right? We talk loud. Ain't nobody gonna shut us the fuck up. We gonna talk loud, right? So he says, You're not just an audience, you're family. Maybe he's trying to reel them in. But let's get into a little bit more of the meat and potatoes behind this here message disguised as basically, I'm sorry that y'all had to hear them drag my son. I'm sorry that y'all had to hear that. I know y'all love my son because he's y'all family. And I'm sorry that y'all had to hear that. Okay, let's go. The post reads as Kevin trying to do damage control after things went too far. Again, he spent 3 days yapping, tearing down his sister, going at his sister kids, saying that they don't know who their daddy is, saying little things here and there about Obi, revealing that his sister, he sent her money over the years. Her house is nasty. She, he accused of a whole bunch of things, right? And then he calls people bitches and they mama bitch, daddy a bitch, and bitch, all that, right? Anyway, so again, the post reads as Kevin trying to do damage control after things went too far. Tone-wise, it's framed like a spiritual, loving message, but it is noticeably he leaves out any accountability for what led up to this. Okay. A few things that you guys need to know. He addressed everyone's pain, but not the fact that he initiated the back and forth by dragging his sister and her kids by saying what? Your kids don't know who her daddy is. Now, our big sis or little sis, because I think I'm older than her, break room, if you didn't hear her live today, you may want to go over there afterwards, right? And check her live out because she exposed that he went in on his sister, not because she came after his wife, like he lied to his supporters and said, all simply because she responded in his critics' live stream. Okay. They had a live stream up talking about side chicks. Would you be a side chick? Toya responded in the comments, I would never be a side chick. She never said, I would never be a side chick like Jamie. I would never be a side chick like Lacey. She never said anything like that, right? She just says, I would never be a side chick. And he spun out of control and went after her, thinking and assuming that she was referring to his baby mama. Okay? His side chick. All right, let's continue. So he addressed everyone's pain, but not the fact that he initiated the back and forth by dragging his sister and her kids first. He emphasizes our son is okay and that the child won't hear those words. But what about the adults and children that he spoke on for days? He doesn't care about Toya's son hearing that he doesn't know who his daddy is, or her daughters hearing they don't know who their daddy is. He don't care about that. He don't care about calling Obi moms a bitch, right? He don't care about any of that. He only care about himself. What does that say? What does that say? Well, it's narcissistic. We know that, right? They only care about themselves. They don't care about nobody but themselves. He quotes scriptures and nature metaphors to soften things up, almost like trying to shift focus from his actions to forgiveness and healing. Okay? All right? That is what he's trying to do. He's trying to avoid accountability. He's trying to avoid what he did. He don't get, there's no empathy whatsoever in there. And he's also trying to do what? He's trying to reel in and lock in that support through what? Sympathy. Through sympathy. He wants them to feel sorry. Oh, they talked about my son. They talked about my son. You hear what I'm saying? So anyway, let me read a few of your comments and then I'm gonna get back. She said too valuable to be a side chick. Oh, she said she's too valuable to be a side chick, and he went off. Okay. Again, she did not say Lacey. She did not say Jamie. He went after her simply because of what? Well, let's play it. Let's play why she went after her. Okay, hold on. Oh shit. I don't remember who sent it to me. Hold on. Y'all be forgetting who sent me shit. Let's see if this one's it. I don't know if this one's it. But anyway, I played it earlier. It's the one where Toya revealed that her brother said, the truth said, drag me and you will go viral. Drag her, meaning the truth told his brothers, if you drag Toya, you will go viral. Okay? Just come out and speak on my behalf. Say how much, you love me, you value me, whatever the case may be, that how much I'm the truth, and go against my brothers. Oh, here it goes.
I'm going to let them handle their own, because I could tell how Kevin was talking when he was like, oh, the family at the cookout. It's like, to me, it just feels like Kevin and Robert both trying to get other people to fight their battle. You feel me? And I say that not to just throw Robert under the bus, but my brother Duke did tell me that Robert called him trying to get him to go live and talk about me. Not only that, Robert called my brother Aunt one in Vegas trying to tell him, oh, I see why you don't talk to Toya, and one didn't even answer the phone for him. But my brother Duke had already told me and him what was going on, because Robert had been calling him, talking about me, talking about, oh, you'll go viral if you go live and talk about this and say I'm the truth and this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? And like my brother Duke told him, I love Toya. I'm going to continue to rock with Toya and all. And Robert was like, well, you the only brother that's going to deal with it. And my brother was like, hey, no matter what, Toya been a real one to me, and I'm going to be real to her. Some people ain't like that. And that's why I do respect my big brother Duke, man. I can respect my big brother One. We fell out years ago behind some crazy stuff. But I can honestly say me and One is more of life. Like, we don't take no junk, and it is what it is with us. You feel me? Definitely.
Okay. Again, I believe that is the reason why he came out on his sister in the first place. But let's continue. Okay, let's continue to break down this message that he wrote. Okay. So let's talk about what Kevin is really trying to do in this little sorry you had to hear all the gross things said about my son, right? Well, the post isn't really an apology for what he did. We said that, no accountability whatsoever. It's worded like he's comforting other people instead of admitting he caused the problem. He wants them to overlook that, okay? I'm sorry that your ears had to hear such things, okay? Not, y'all, I had something to do with it too. I escalated to this because the nigga warned me not one, but 2 times. He warned me, but I continued to push. So I had some skin in the game as well, okay? All right. Also emotional manipulation tactics, okay? The family rooted in love language. Kevin wrote, we are a family rooted in love. That means to shift the focus from his badass behavior to an image of a peaceful, positive family, okay? Narcissistic behaviors often includes image rehab like this after a public blowout. So that's, he ain't the only one to do this. The truth does it too. But they'll come out, they'll lose control, act a plumb fool, and then they'll come back acting like they're the most loving, the most softest, the most kindest peoples ever, okay? That's just what he did. It's called emotional manipulation, okay? Ignoring his own role in creating the drama. Kevin spent days dragging his sister, her husband, and their children. That's what caused the brother-in-law to respond and mention Kevin's own child. What did I say? After warning him, right? Now he's making it sound like he and his family were only innocent victims the entire time. Okay? Sir, you can't throw rocks all week, then clutch your pearls when somebody hit your ass back with the very rock you threw at them. You just can't do that. He used scriptures as a shield. Now, this is a man that openly tells people that he do not believe in God. He says often, your God, y'all God, y'all believe in that man. Y'all believe in God. He has came out here several times hollering he doesn't believe in God. But yet he quotes a scripture, 1 Peter 4:8, about love covering sin. But real accountability requires saying plainly, I was wrong. Using scripture to soften the image after attacking others publicly is spiritual deflection. Nowhere in this message does he say, I was wrong. I let it get out of control. I allowed it to escalate to this point. Nowhere in it does he take any whatsoever accountability for anything that he did. Okay. Well, let's talk about what the message is missing. Let's talk about what he didn't say, because sometimes we always focus on what was said. Well, let's talk about what he didn't say. He didn't directly apologize to his sister or her kids. Okay. No mention of his own role starting the situation. No commitment to stop repeating the same behavior. He didn't say, going forward, family, you would not see me engage in calling women, mothers, and wives bitches. Nowhere did he say that he would not do it again, right? And that's a difference between accountability and a PR cleanup. This so-called, I'm sorry y'all had to hear these disgusting things about my son, that ain't nothing but a PR. This is nothing but a PR message trying to clean up his image, because some people didn't like it. Some people that actually supports Robert do not like what he did. Sitting there when he's supposed to be surrounding his family, involved in his family, he came on the internet and spent out of control 3 days straight, cussing, fussing, and acting a plum ass fool. Okay? It is a PR cleanup. That's it. That's all. Let me straighten my image so I can continue to recruit people until I travel this. Let me straighten my image because I'm looking foul and weak out here in these streets. This man sat there and said so many times, I'm done. Y'all ain't gonna hear me come back out here and dress these people. I'm gonna ignore them. I'm gonna block them. I'm not gonna go listen to their shit. But then spend 2-3 hours later doing what? Talking about what people said on their live stream. Bringing up shit that happened 2 or 3 years ago. This was not an accountability letter or accountability message. It was a PR cleanup. He highly filtered him and Lacey photo and posted it with his baby. Just pure PR, okay? Pure PR. Highly filtered photo. You know, because y'all know she don't look like that no more. Child, bye. Okay? But anyway, this had nothing to do with him taking accountability. And the main reason why it has nothing to do with him taking accountability is because he's a narc and he do not believe that he did anything wrong. He actually believed he was right. He does. That's the saddest part about this whole thing. He don't think he did anything wrong. He think that he was justified in what he did, justified in the things that he said, justified in now basically saying, I'm sorry that you guys had to hear all of these horrible things about my son, but just know you guys are not just audience. I know y'all love him. You're not just audience. You are our family. And when he said you're a family, that's his way of saying, continue to fight our battles. Continue to fight. Go out there, talk shit to people, report their pages, and fight on our behalf. Why? Because you're family. Because you're family. Anyway, that's what his little PR stunt-ass message that he posts on his community wall. That's a breakdown of that. That's what the hell that means. So, again, his brother's full of shit, mad because them goddamn papers catching up with his ass, and he is going to have to be enforced to pay child support because he doesn't want to do it voluntarily, okay? And his brother on YouTube, he don't like the fact that those are not his supporters, and he want them to be his supporters so bad, okay? Because that's all he got. He want them to be his supporters. He want them to be his supporters because he know they go hard in the paint for the truth, and he want them to go hard in the paint for him, and they ain't there yet, Okay. So at any rate, yeah, so that's him and his brother. She said he got Lacey out here writing theses. Thank you, Daisy. Now, I haven't seen that, but I have seen, okay, yesterday it was, well, not yesterday, maybe the day before, it was, well, maybe yesterday, whatever. Anyway, Lacey came out and said she was doing no more content about being a poly wife. And now you got Jamie doing a whole live stream or whatever, or video saying that she's not going to share her marriage or love life online no more. Did y'all see that shit? I was like, look at these fake women. These fake women. She said she wrote one today. Oh, she did. Where's hers at? See, I didn't see hers. Let me go to it right quick. He probably wrote it for her and told her to post it on his on her page. That's just what type of person he is. Let me see. You said Lacey? Oh, I see it. Actually, it was an hour ago. Let me read hers. Hold on. Damn, girl. This is long. Hold on. Let me take a screenshot of it. Damn, girl. She really. Hold on. Let me take a screenshot so I can put it up for y'all. I'm about to do an analysis on hers. All right, hold on. Damn, hers is long. I ain't even gonna lie. Let me put it up though. I'm gonna have to bring hers up another way because it ain't gonna show the whole thing. Because it is long. Okay. All right. All right, let's put hers up. Ooh, let me see. Let me see how I can do this. Good God. Good God. Good God. Afia. What's her name? Afia. Where the fuck she get that from? Afia. Anyway. Afia. All right. Anyway, let's read hers. Let me wet my throat because baby, look at this long ass shit. Oh. Anyway, ChatGPT was on today, huh? Hold on. All right. My final public service announcement. Let me be clear. She says my final. Oh my final public service announcement. Let me be clear. While I am a divine seer, or what some call a life coach, she's a life coach. Shit, I didn't know she was. She's a life coach. She could have coached her. Okay, on what some call a life coach, a poet, a writer, a hairstylist, and so much more. That's not the most important part of who I am. First and foremost, I am a wife too. Anyway, I am a wife. First and foremost, I am a sister wife. First and foremost, I am a mother and stepmother. I am a proud member of the Rise family. So let this serve as your notice. If you have a problem with any of them, then you have a problem with me. Oh, Betty. Oh, she want to get in the ring. And respectfully, that means this space not be for you. I don't want your opinion. I didn't ask for your opinion. And I most definitely do not need your opinion. We live how we live, and we strive every day to give back, to grow, and to walk in our purpose. However, you'll find joy in singing with me, talking with me, and celebrating milestones with me. But if that's not your kind of vibe, that's okay too. Kindly excuse yourself and go find a space that speaks your language. This one here is not changing. I'm disciplined. I'm dedicated. I'm deeply motivated to be consistent in my purpose and in the love I give to the people around me. I understand that not everyone will like my shade or accept my flavor, but I will continue to exist just the same. To those who rock with me, I love you deeply, always have, always will. To those who disagree with the way I live, you're entitled to your opinion. But what you are not entitled to do is come here and disrupt the peace I've worked hard to build. Yes, people love to say that being a content creator means that you have to accept the naysayers. And I say, bump that. You can keep your shade in your backyard. But the minute you step onto my lawn, I have every right to check you, to block you, and to send you right to the curb. But this space was created for peace, for my mind, for my purpose, and my people, and it will be protected. Call it whatever you want, label it how you wish, but I will continue to show up consistently as myself unapologetically. And lastly, when I say if you don't like them, you don't like me, I mean that, especially when it comes to my son. He will be present in this space because I built it with him in mind. If that's an issue, feel free to see yourself out, or don't worry, I'll handle that part for you. Keep rising, keep evolving. I genuinely hope you manifest everything your heart is set on. Just know over here is love, discipline, and authenticity only. And then she threw some deuces. Okay? Then she threw some deuces. Let's see what type of PR breakdown this is. Okay, let's see what this was all about. Now, people have been saying, Amora. It appears that JC. Yeah, Lacey, I'm sorry, it is Lacey. She been getting an attitude lately. Now, I don't know because I don't watch the bitch. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if this is something new for her, or was she already, pretty much over there, snapping at people or whatever. I don't know. But a lot of people are saying this is new. All right. So let's talk about why she wrote this letter. Now, I put it in ChatGPT and I just said, this is Kevin White. Okay. This is Kevin White. Break this down. Tell me what this is all about. It says, here's a clear breakdown of Afia Amaria Rise, right? Now, she didn't rename her whole ass. Anyway, it says what the message is really about. The main thing, she's setting hard boundaries and letting outsiders know that she does not care about their opinion on how she lives or who her family is. Her tone is strong, firm, slightly spiritual, protective of her family unit. What she's communicating. If you don't like my husband, our sister-wife dynamic, or how we do things, this space isn't for you. I'm not here for debates, inputs, or disruption. I'll block, delete, and move forward unapologetically. My son will be included in my content, period. Energy, less apologetic than Kevin's post. Hers feel more like a final warning than a soft statement. How hers compares to Kevin. It says, primary focus, Kevin, damage control, calming his supporters. Afia, drawing boundaries, silencing critics. Tone, Kevin, soothing, spiritual, apologetic tone. Althea, I'm just gonna say Lacey because I don't like the, I'm not familiar with the Althea, whatever bullshit. Her tone is assertive, protective, unapologetic tone. Audience aim, Kevin, supporter, hurt by recent drama. Hers, critic, outsiders, and naysayers. Accountability, passive accountability, no direct ownership. Lacey, zero focus on mistakes, purely about protecting her peace. Now, I will say that I don't think Lacey has came out and said anything derogative about anybody. So I don't think she has to come out here and apologize for anything, that's Kevin's area. He's the one that came out here calling everybody bitches. So I don't think that his wives are responsible for apologizing. So anyway, let's continue. Mentioning of son, Kevin comforting people saying our son is okay. Lacey warning he will be present. If that's a problem, then leave my channel. A public image move. Kevin image is for rehab, softening the backlash. Hers is drawing a hard line. We live how we live, period. Now, what a Fina message is really saying in plain sight in terms. I'm tired of y'all judging our family, our dynamic, and our choices. If you don't like how we do things over here, including me posting my son, get off my page. This page isn't here for arguments, debates, or public input. I don't care what you think. I'll block whoever needs to be blocked and protect my peace at all costs. Observation. It says both posts are about controlling the narrative, but Kevin uses softer language while Lacey is straight up, stay in your lane. It looks like after the backlash over their child being dragged into things, they're both trying to put out fires. Kevin with the calm energy, Lacey with defensive and boundary settings. Neither post directly addressed or own up to their own behaviors that triggered all of this. Kevin going after his sister and her kids publicly. Together, they're closing ranks, circling the wagon to protect their image and push back against public criticism. Okay? So that's what it says about hers. All right? So again, she's just basically, just saying basically in a nutshell, if you don't like me, you don't like how we do things, if you don't like our dynamics, leave us alone. Don't watch us. Don't come to my page. Don't comment. Don't say shit. Leave us alone, basically. Don't watch us. Whereas Kevin, he trying to clean up his image like, I know I just came out here and said some shit. Somebody said she is bothered. Let me ask. She is though. Does it appears I said, does it appear she is bothered by what is being said out here by her husband, Kevin? And I know it's going to say yes. It said yes, it does appear that she is bothered, but she's packaging it as I am unbothered. That's a common move when people want to look like they are in control publicly while really trying to manage the fallout behind the scenes. Here's why. She keeps repeating things like, I don't want your opinion. I didn't ask for your opinion. I most definitely do not need to hear your opinion. That usually means the opinion has been loud enough that she feels she has to say it. She directly says, when I say if you don't like them, you don't like me, I mean that, especially when it comes to my son. That tells you that the comments about her child specifically got up under her skin. Her tone is defensive, not neutral. You can hear it in things like, you can keep your shade in your backyard, but the minute you step on my lawn, that's not someone unaffected. That's someone pushing back after feeling attacked. She also mentioned, this is my final public service announcement. That signals she's already addressed this before, meaning it has been an ongoing thing. Bottom line up front, she's definitely affected by what has been said about Kevin and about their child. But rather than showing vulnerability, she chooses the I said what I said, leave me the fuck alone approach. If she wasn't bothered, there wouldn't be a whole statement put together. Well, I'll be goddamn, Chat GPT. She said, wait a minute, if Amore broke down that live, Kevin would really spaz out. Which live? If I broke down which live, he'll spaz out. She said, Daisy, yes, because they were eating her up in those comments when she was live. If I broke down which live, they'll spaz them out. Of course, she is bothered. She's a side chick with a real, ooh, let me say that. She is not by law. All right. I said she is not his wife by law. She's the woman that he brought into his home after being married to his wife for 16 years. Can we analyze that? It says yes. Now that shifts the context entirely. Here's a layered analyst you can use for commentary. It says, what stands out about Afia's statement, knowing that she is not his legal wife? The repeated first and foremost, I am a wife claim. She opens with first and foremost, I am a wife. First and foremost, I am a sister wife. That's not a casual line. That's her publicly stamping her position, especially knowing people question it. It feels like a loud declaration trying to validate herself to the outside world and possibly to her own self. Ooh, why that matters. Kevin was legally married to another woman for 16 years, bringing in Afia after that, calling her a wife without legal papers, would absolutely create outside judgment. Her tone shows she is aware of that judgment and trying to shut it down before it starts. When someone has to keep announcing a title, it usually means that title is in dispute. Power dynamic and image control. Kevin seems to position his family publicly as structured and united, but bringing in a non-legal wife while still having ties to his legal wife complicates that image. Afia post reads like she's taking ownership of her role, not just in private, but claiming public space. That often happens when someone feels they have something to prove. Ooh, she has something to prove. It's less about addressing outsiders and more about saying, I belong here and I'm not going anywhere. So you guys need to accept it. Emotional undertone. Her language sounds strong and unapologetic, but it also carries tension. Example, this one here is not changing. That's a defensive statement, a preemptive strike against critics. If she was truly unbothered, she wouldn't feel the need to write a long PSA about it. Summary statement. When a woman has to post a whole speech about being first and foremost a wife without legal paperwork behind it, that's not power, that's positioning. Kevin brought her into a family dynamic that already had history, already had legal ties. And now she's fighting for public recognition while blocking out the fact that everyone around her isn't as solid as she's making it to seem. Ooh, 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 baby. Ooh, ooh, ooh. She's definitely seeing the statements and the comments, and she's feeling the way. I guarantee you behind the scenes, she's crying and shit like, why don't they just accept our union the way we have? We want them to like us. I'm tired of being called a side chick and a home wrecker. I'm sick of this. Oh my God, I can only imagine. Thank you, Montgomery Barbecue. She said, been a long time. Hello, chat. Look at that barbecue sandwich shot. That shit look good. But I believe that she is definitely feeling the blunt of people telling her. Wait a minute, somebody said Lisa really wild. What happened to Lisa? Let me see. What did Lisa say? Let's go see what Lisa's saying. But she's feeling the blunt of people telling her basically that she doesn't belong, that she'll never be looked at legally as his wife. I don't see Lisa's comment, y'all. I don't see it at all. But anyway, it's okay. But she is feeling the backlash of people telling her you will never be what it is that you wanted to be. You want people to accept your union, and they're not accepting it. You know what I mean? See, one of the things about a lot of these, well, a few of these sister wives union is that the guy get with these women pretty much at the same time, and they all kind of sister wives. The guy don't really make any of them legal. You understand what I'm saying? Like some of these girls, they just be a whole bunch of girlfriends is what it is. It's just a whole bunch of girlfriends dating one guy. But he actually went in, had a whole full-blown, decade plus long relationship. She said, more of the live I was talking about is on her page for a couple of days ago. She's throwing so much shade at Jamie. Oh, I think I broke that one down already. The one that she was saying about Jamie don't have to watch her son and all this stuff. I broke that one down. She said, like Nature Boy. Exactly, like Nature Boy. Just get a whole bunch of girlfriends and just put them together. So it's not like he already had 3 kids, fucking grandkids, and a wife, on legal wife that he met in high school, right? So a lot of these don't already have legal wives. They just have a bunch of girlfriends that come together and say they his wife. And that is why everybody keeps saying, "Oh my God, Lisa is crazy." But what Lisa said, y'all? She needs to be crying for wrecking that woman's home. What? She said exactly, Lisa. She did. So, now y'all got me going to look for Lisa because I don't see Lisa coming. And why I can't see Lisa coming? Who is Lisa? So Lisa must have me blocked because I don't see Lisa. I don't see nothing to say no Lisa. But I keep seeing people say, "For real, Lisa?" Lisa. I don't see no Lisa in this comment section whatsoever. And I almost went all back up almost to the top. Lisa, why you got me blocked? You in my chat with me blocked? Yeah, I don't see nothing with no Lisa. Lisa got me blocked, y'all. I can't see it. She says Lisa M. Yeah, no. Oh, Lisa M? Oh, I think I got Lisa M blocked. How's she in the chat? How is she in the chat? She said, no, she was saying Jamie likes to get up early in the morning and she doesn't at all. Wait a minute, hold on. She was saying Jamie likes to get up early in the morning and she doesn't, and all types of stuff. Oh, you mean Lacey was saying that? I don't see it. She said, it's Lisa Emma Moore. No, I don't see it. I don't see it, y'all. She said, Lisa is a member. She said, she'll have you blocked. I don't see her comment. I don't see it. She said, check your phone. Let me see. Oh, no, I don't see that. She said, I wish that I had my phone. Lacey definitely said that she had a child. They were eating at an outside bistro, sharing a meal, and talking about Polly. Kevin told her that he wouldn't take care of it. That was a skit. I know what she's talking about. That was a skit. Another man's child and how much extra she would have to contribute if she brought that child with her, and that she would have to take care of that child's needs. Yeah, that was a skit. I remember what I see the comment that she sent me, but I don't see it over here. But that was a skit. Lacey don't have no other kids. We already looked into Lacey. She said Amora probably blocked Lisa a while back when she decided to go with Fishy Feet. I did, because she was Fishy Feet girl. You remember? She couldn't stand me, child. She went over there thinking Fishy Feet was okay to go tell people she fucked my husband, which I thought was weird, but hey, it is what it is. Everybody don't value marriage the same. She said, I heard she had a daughter. She doesn't have any kids. We already looked into Lacey life. Ooh, did I say that out loud? Anyway, Lacey don't have no kids. But him and Jamie got petty theft charges. You remember he tried to say she stole a pair of damn shoes or some shit with her friends. Anyway, they both got petty theft charges. He tried to say his came from stealing a pen, and he said hers was her friend walked out with some damn shoes. But anyway, they both got petty theft charges on their record. And then Kevin got a whole bunch of traffic charges after that. But she don't have no other kids. Mm-mm. She said, okay, I didn't know that was a skit. Yeah, that was a skit. That was a skit. She don't have no other kids. We know where she came from. We know who her ex-boyfriend was. She looked like she was in a decent relationship. She didn't look like she was so in a hole, like she was like how she is now. No, she seemed like a regular person. She ain't seem as ditzy as she is now. So actually she from like upstate or something. If I'm not mistaken, like New Jersey or she from like upstate. Is it California? Either California, New Jersey, or somewhere like that. She's not from Georgia or Forest City or anything like that. But anyway, but she don't have no other kids. But she fell for that joker, honey. She did see. I believe he probably did exactly what the truth did. He probably promised her the world. Oh, we gonna blow up. We gonna do this. We gonna do this. I'm sure he promised a whole bunch of shit. She said, yeah, because he met her online. Yep. Sure the hell did. Sure did. I think he was looking for him a Brianna. They like the light skinned pretty girls, baby. You know what I'm saying? They like the light skinned pretty girls. That's what they was going after. He wanted him a Brianna. That's why I used to send photos and be like, don't they look like Brianna? Who they look like to you? Don't she look like Brie? Don't she look like Brie? He was looking for him a Brianna. But that was the closest he got. And it is what it is. I mean, I'm not gonna say Lacey is a ugly woman. I'm not gonna say that, but I will say that her what do you call them? Filtered photos look better than she do. Most people's filters look better than them. She said, "Why them brothers like those kind of skits?" Because it puts the woman in the limelight. They trying to help her. They do the type of skits to humiliate women to make them look less than. You know what I'm saying? Make them look less than. They love doing that. They love putting women in, and the women don't even know it. And that's why I could never understand this season putting herself in a situation to be, look like a fool at her age with Robert. Because that's exactly what she did. He made her, you know what? Let me do this. Somebody sent me his. And I would be wrong if I don't share this with y'all. Listen to this right quick. I want y'all to hear how Robert never had true intentions, with Miss Season in the first place. Y'all listen to this. Hold on, let me get it. His intention with Miss Season was never genuine. Damn, y'all sent me a bunch of messages since then. Hold on, let me get it. Who sent me that message? Is it this one? No. I gotta figure out who sent it to me now. Oh shit, who sent it to me? Today, let me see, it had to be sent today. All right, listen, y'all. Listen to this.
Black and white. If you single, do how you feel. Oh, thank you. Man, you've been tied down for 6 years, pop your edge. That's what I'm saying. Like when you was married or in a long ass relationship and you become single, man, you ain't trying to jump right back into no bondage like that, man. You ain't trying to jump right into that lockdown phase.
Okay. Did y'all hear him? Did y'all hear him? Let me play it again. So, the person said it seems that he never wanted anything serious with Miss Season from the beginning. He says when you've been married for a long time, I don't know why he thinks 6 years was a long time. I guess that's the longest relationship he ever had. Because I'm sitting up here thinking 6 years is not a long relationship, right? But he's like, when you've been married that long, when you've been in a relationship that long, 6 years is not long. But anyway, listen to what he says. He said, you don't want to jump back into no bondage. No bondage.
Black and white. If you single, do how you feel. Oh, thank you. man, you've been tied down for 6 years, pop your edge. That's what I'm saying. Like when you was married or in a long ass relationship and you become single, man, you ain't trying to jump right back into no bondage like that, man. You ain't trying to jump right into that lockdown phase.
So he was not trying to be jumped back into no lockdown phase. And see, let me tell you something. Those are things that a person should ask in the beginning, up front. And you would think that Miss Season would have done that. Okay, you would think that she would have done that as an older woman, but she did not. And why, I don't know. She did not ask. She never said, what are you looking for? What are you trying to, you know what I'm saying? If she did ask, he lied to her. If she did ask, he lied to her because he clearly said, ain't nobody trying to be, locked down in no bondage. No, he was not looking for nothing long term with her whatsoever. Long for him because nobody else dealt with him that long. Oh yeah, 6 years is long for him. I guess. She said while she over there sharing mugging Mika's crap, she's dumb as fuck. She deserves everything she get because she's staying in the mess. Oh, she's sharing mugging Mika. She has no advice for anyone. I know Miss Salty is big bothered. Yeah, she has to be bothered. Look how he's moving. Somebody sent me something, but it's not a. It looked like just a picture. What is this about? She said, "Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't care about that." Oh, Anisha, I'm sorry. I'm just not seeing what you said. Yes, I can. She said, I'm just seeing your response. Resending it again. Oh, let's hear it. Let's hear this then. Okay, let's hear this. Let's hear this. I don't think I heard this.
Yeah, an imposter. He definitely an imposter. Super fake.
He definitely is, and it's sad because this guy went all the way back to when I was 16, 17 and lived in an apartment that Jamie had. I didn't live with Kevin. I lived in an apartment that Jamie had in her name because Kevin and Jamie lived in a house, but they had one of those HUD apartments, fixed income, because they had Janae. It was empty. I didn't have nowhere to stay. So why wouldn't you let your sister live there? I lived there. So for him to say I kicked the door in to steal his man clothes, like, that is beyond me. Like, I don't even know how he's making these lies up, but it never happened. It never happened. I stayed with Kevin. I don't even remember his house getting broke into. I remember Kevin putting me out for having people in the apartment. I don't remember anything about no house being broke into or none of that. And as far as me filing Janae on taxes, yes, I did file Janae one year because I had helped take care of her. And no, I didn't get anything back. That's another lie Kevin telling. If I got money back, I gave him money. Just like I give Robert money out my income taxes every year. Every year I've been giving Robert money out my income taxes.
What?
But they acting like they taking care of me. How? Y'all done loaned me money, I paid it back. Kevin made a big deal out of a damn receipt where it showed he done gave me $3,000 or something dollars, but forget the part where it say I paid you $2,000 and some change back. Make it make sense. I don't understand why they feel like every time something happened, it's cool to come up here and say, "Oh, I gave her some money. Oh, this and the third." So what? That don't even bother me no more. Everybody know they done gave me money before. But as far as him sitting around talking about, he saw OB do coke at a family reunion. We have never went to a family reunion where Kevin is there. We just said that. Kevin and Robert do not show up for family events. They think they better than the family they never have. What cookout, what family reunion we was at that you walked in and seen OB doing some coke? Make it make sense.
Kevin just mad because we didn't rock with him. You know what?
So where was this live? It sounded like a juicy ass live. Where was this at? Is this the same one? Let me see if this is the same one.
Yeah, an imposter. He definitely.
Oh, it's the same. It's the same clip.
Yeah,
Okay, it's the same clip. Wow, this was sent to me. So where is this live? This sounds like it was a juicy ass live. She said it's a Toya live. It don't look like a Toya live. So were they on Toya's page? She said yesterday it was on Toya's page. Oh, it was. So why don't she give Robert money out of her let me run that back, y'all. Hold on. I heard some things.
Imposter, super fake.
We definitely is, and it's sad because this guy went all the way back to when I was 16, 17 and lived in an apartment that Jamie had. I didn't live with Kevin. I lived in an apartment.
So when Kevin made that statement saying she used to live with me, is he talking about when she was 16? Because if she said the volume keeps going in and out, maybe because I don't know why it keeps going in and out. Is it with the video playing or with me talking? Is it going out with the video playing or with me talking? You guys, let me know. Let me see. Test, test, test. Can y'all hear me? Test, test. Test, 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 test. Okay, y'all should be able to hear me now. Can y'all hear me now? Let me know if y'all can hear me. I actually can hear myself. Is it clearer than what it was? So y'all couldn't hear the video that I was playing? Of Toya.
Yeah, imposter. He definitely an imposter, super fake.
He definitely is, and it's sad because this guy went all the way back to when I was 16, 17 and lived in an apartment that Jamie had. I didn't live with Kevin. I lived in an apartment that Jamie had in her name because Kevin and Jamie lived in a house, but they had one of those HUD apartments, fixed income, because they had Janae. It was empty. I didn't have nowhere to stay. So why wouldn't you let your sister live there? I lived there.
So is he talking about when he came out and revealed that I guess I'm assuming she used to live with him. Is he talking about when she was 16 years old? Because who does that? Who comes out talking about what they did for somebody when they was a damn child? Are you kidding me? Somebody said they sent me the whole video. Hold on. Let me see how long it is. Oh, it's 3 hours. I can't get into this whole video. Oh, shoot. It was 3 hours. Oh, shoot. No, I'm not going to get into the whole video. But I should. Shit, why you playing? I'm not gonna do it though. Let me. Oh, have y'all seen this video? Y'all make sure y'all catch this video on Toya's page. But let me see. I'm just gonna play a little bit. Do y'all mind? Do y'all mind? Let's listen.
I'm like, oh, this dude got problems. Yeah. That conversation, Kevin, that you had with us, you lied to us about us, and it was just us on the phone. Yeah, and that's when Toya, hold on, that's when you was trying to get your sister to not be cool with us. And she heard you lie to shit. And we was like, what? Like that time in private. Now let me say this too. If we was dirty, if we was super loose.
Wait a minute. So Kevin tried. So Kevin is. Did she just say that's when he was trying to get his sister, meaning Dawn, to not be cool with Toya? So he was responsible for that? He broke them up? What? She said, turn it up. Hold on.
If we was fucking grimy, nigga, we would have recorded and played that shit out loud because that wasn't even the character that people know you to be. The way you flipped and the way you sounded on the phone with us, people didn't even know that side of you. They seen it the other day when you was calling everybody mama's bitches and stuff, which is so weird. Yeah. You're really just exposing yourself at this point in time. You really are. That's the way I see it. Like, none of what he's doing is hurting anyone other than his own persona, because that's just all it has been. He's just been online for all these years with a whole persona that's been fake. Super fake. Yeah, I'm an imposter.
Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me, because baby, they are speaking the truth. He's been out here faking like he's some king, like he's some counselor, like I'm some life coach. They both have though. But it's just funny how people, when they finally figure out what type of people they are, they're shocked. And we sitting over here like, we've been seeing this for the longest. We've been seeing this for the longest. How is it that we've been seeing it for the longest and people are really just figuring it out? Have we not been seeing that these brothers have been fake out here on these internet? We've been seeing it for the longest.
Definitely an imposter, super fake.
He definitely is, and it's sad because this guy went all the way back to when I was 16, 17 and lived in an apartment that Jamie had. I didn't live with Kevin. I lived in an apartment that Jamie had in her name because Kevin and Jamie lived in a house, but they had one of those HUD apartments, fixed income, because they had Janae. It was empty. I didn't have nowhere to stay. So why wouldn't you let your sister live there? I live there. So for him to say I kicked the door in and still...
At 16 though? I'm stuck, y'all. I know I keep asking that, but at 16, this man went back all the way, because isn't she in her 40s now? I'm shocked that this nigga would go back and talk about things that he done for her when she was 16. That sounds crazy as hell. Who does that? That means he's the type of guy that keeps receipts of every single thing that he's done for you. That ain't love. If a person keep a receipt for everything they've done for you like that, and they'll teach you this in counseling. If you ever go to counseling, they will teach you, if you are keeping receipts of everything that your spouse have ever done for you, and you have not let that shit go, something is wrong. You are holding on to shit. It's not right. So that ain't love. Him keeping a receipt. I helped you. You lived with me when you were 16 years old. Are you kidding me? What?
Man clothes? Like, that is beyond me. Like, I don't even know how he's making these lies up, but it never happened. It never happened. I stayed with Kevin. I don't even remember his house getting broke into. I don't remember Kevin putting me out for having people in the apartment. I don't remember anything.
He put her out at 16? God damn. And this is the stuff that we're finding out after they came out here and fronted in front of the internet, but we knew better, right? But after they came out pretending that they had this loving, dynamic family over everything, the siblings, we so close, we so coochie crunchy close, and they never was. They never were. It was all a lie. It was all for the fucking internet.
I don't know house being broken into and none of that. And as far as me filing Janae on taxes, yes, I did file Janae 1 year because I had helped take care of her. And no, I didn't get anything back. That's another lie Kevin telling. If I got money back, I would have gave him money. Just like I give Robert money out my income taxes every year. Every year I've been giving Robert money out my income.
Why is she, you know, I'm pretty sure she's giving him money out of her income tax because he's manipulated her some type of way. I guarantee you he has manipulated her some type of way, and that's why she give him money. And two, I guarantee you he'll come out here and say, ain't nobody gave me money, because this man's still denying that Brianna took care of him. You know what I'm saying? He's still denying that she paid all the bills. He's still lying, saying he did. So he'll come out tomorrow and say, ain't nobody gave me no money out of their income tax. You watch.
Income taxes. But they acting like they taking care of me. How? Y'all done loaned me money, I paid it back. Kevin made a big deal out of a damn receipt where it showed he done gave me $3,000 and something dollars. But forget the part where it say I paid you $2,000 and some change back. Make it make sense. I don't understand why they feel like every time something happens, it's cool to come up here and say, oh, I gave her some money. Oh, this and the third. So what? That don't even bother me no more. Everybody know they done gave me money before. But as far as him sitting around talking about, oh, he saw OB do coke at a family reunion. We never went to a family reunion where Kevin is there.
And I believe her. You want to know why? Because if they went to a family reunion, right, where they were all together, we would see photos for years. We would see the photos. We've never seen no family reunion photos. Y'all know that the brothers live for the camera. They absolutely live for the camera. They would have shown that, okay? And I believe her when she says they think they too good for the family. They think since they left Forest City, that they live in Atlanta area or whatever, and they think they too good for the family. I believe that shit.
Kevin and Robert do not show up for family events. They think they better than the family. They never have. What cookout, what family reunion we was at that you walked in and seen OB doing some coke? Make it make sense.
Kevin just mad because we didn't rock with him. You know, once we seen the play, we was just like, okay, well, you know, okay, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But we don't rock with him. But we respected him because of you and Robert. You get what I'm saying? Like,
this is how manipulative and how stupid Kevin sounds. He over here telling these people, basically, I took my income taxes and bought coke to sell.
wow.
You just proving my point. Y'all ain't never been there for me.
So he actually came out and said she took her income tax money and sold crack or sold cocaine. He came out on the camera and said all that. You know how criminalizing that is? He could get his sister in real trouble. Like, this man is whack. He is so whack. He don't love his sister. He don't love her at all.
I was selling coke at the age of what? 16, 17, you said?
Oh my God. So he knew she was selling that damn calculator. How old is her? How old is she? How old is Toya, y'all? Toya is what? 40? I'm gonna say 40. I don't know if Toya is 40 or not. Well, 40 minus 16. That's 24 years ago he's talking about. 24 years ago? Are you serious? He came out and revealed some shit that she did 24 years ago? That's fucked up.
What the hell was you doing for me besides letting me stay in a free apartment? You weren't paying an apartment. No, it was Jamie. It was a income-based apartment that y'all got for Janae. That y'all wasn't using but on the weekends. So that's something for you to brag about? Come on, man.
So my thing is
They're going on themselves.
But this is a whole man. So this is me. This is me speaking on my perspective and how I view this person at this point, because this is a whole entire male, which I assume has male parts that should have some type of dignity about himself. But he's going to he should, because I haven't seen it. So my thing is, I'm only assuming that this is a man, you know. But then you're acting like a whole bitch, like a whole female. I don't know what.
She's right about that. And I've named that so many times. He is acting like a bitch. And his brother is too. You got to think about it. These are men. Men don't do this. Men don't do this. Men ain't coming out here to impress the internet over no family beef. They're like, man, I'm not getting it back and going back and no back and forth over that shit. Men don't do this. Women do, though. Women, yeah, they messy boots, but men don't do this. Men don't engage in the type of behavior that him and his sassy ass brother do. They're both sassy men, very sassy men. They off-brand men. They also stuff their pants. So what does that say? Men that argue back and forth with women and stuff their pants, that needs to be a whole different gender. You understand what I'm saying? Makes no sense.
And I'm a whole female. So my thing is, I don't even know what type of cloth you really cut from, but you're really showing what you really are. You know, you arguing every day online with women. With women. I'm never in my life, and I have a family full of men. So, and then you keep talking about super fan. Look, don't talk to me. I got men you can talk to. We're fucking with me though, because Amina's super fan. So when you say that shit, you're talking about me. So if you're talking to somebody, say who you're talking to. But if it's me you need to talk to, it's men I got for you to talk to. Because I don't argue with niggas. And you're on this internet every day.
Yeah.
Arguing with females.
Arguing with women or arguing with people.
And see, he didn't argue today, but he put that post up, but he'll be back tomorrow. Oh yeah, he's coming back tomorrow. He can't help it.
Calling
What
him
kind of
gay.
shit is that?
People keep calling him gay.
But this is my thing.
That's another thing. That's another
The reason
thing.
why we here, TC, and you know I ain't lying. Kevin got mad because I wouldn't go live and defend him about being gay the way I was defending Robert. Is that not the truth?
That's no stronger gay man that don't act. I'm no gay man that got.
And why would you need your sister to defend whether you're gay or not? Like, damn, nigga, if you're not gay, just say I ain't gay and move on. Like, why would it need to be defended? If it ain't you, then why does it need to be defended? Okay, I'm not gay. Say whatever you want to say. I know I ain't gay. Say it. Whatever you think I'm gay, that's fine. But why does a sister need to come out and defend whether the brother is gay or not? It makes no sense. You remember when he came back on my site and he was like, can you just tell them that I'm not gay? And I'm like, I don't know if you're gay or not. Can you just please tell them that I'm not gay? This nigga wanted me. Y'all remember when he wanted me to tell the people that he wasn't gay? Why the hell he want me to tell them he wasn't gay like we sleeping together? You know what I mean, nigga? I don't know.
That's the truth. My thing is, but if you're not gay, why you keep having to defend yourself?
For years.
If you're not, for years. You've been doing it for 3 years.
You in that gay man's house up under him. Like, let's keep it 100. Like it don't make sense.
If I don't like the way his household is, why do I come? First of all, I can come to your house because I love you. The only way I can see you or the kids is if I come to y'all. Because y'all see, Robert and Kevin don't come up here. They don't come to see none of their family. They only go see Daddy when it's convenient. After I'm posted here in the hospital. Then they come and see him and put it online so they look like a wonderful chum. Half the time they don't even come for that shit. Like, make it make sense. So as far as me coming to see you, yeah, that's because I love you. Not only because I love you, but I had business to handle in that city. And as far as him saying he came to court in Forest City and didn't come in Georgia, Kevin told me, y'all, up until the morning, when he talking about this court date with the bomb threat, that morning, he kept saying he was going to court with me. That morning, he said, oh, I might can't go, sis, because Meek got a doctor's appointment. And I think I might have to take Meek to the doctor. I said, all right. So when I'm on break, when we on break of court about the bomb threat, I see Kevin outside live and calling my phone, talking about they sent the police to his house. I'm thinking, how the hell they send the police to your house when you on live? You know what I'm saying? I thought you was at the doctor's office. Because if you was at the doctor's office, like you said, you wouldn't even have been home when the police came. You always, right? But all of that was a lie. Kevin made up a lie because he had charges in Georgia for a fine or a ticket that he didn't want to pay.
Y'all, I'm gonna have to listen to this live. I don't want to play her whole live, but I want to listen to this live. Yeah, baby. But let me listen to it a little bit more.
But when I go to jail, it's all ha-has and giggles. Like, I don't get it. I don't get Robert or Kevin. And as far as him keep saying he don't want to deal with me, I never want to deal with neither one of them again. I gave these jokers everything I had. For love. I'm not rich. I ain't got no money.
But he said he knew we wasn't good for you because he felt our spirits.
He was good for him and Robert until y'all didn't go live and defend Kevin about being gay. Everybody else.
I don't care what nobody said. At the end of the day,
He said I came for Emma first. Everybody on the internet know that's a lie. This girl been licking my ass, sniffing.
That is true. She did not come for Amber first. Amber came for her first.
Line I walked down. If I walk in your house, you're trying to find the smell the scent. This girl talk about this girl. This girl is upset with me for Kevin. And then when I say manipulation, y'all, did you hear this joker sit up here on this panel and say, she gonna say we weaponizing our supporters because that's what she doing. But anybody in here, if I gave y'all anything the post said, if I did, I admit it. Because too many people say I said anything for anybody to do because I haven't. These people got their own mind. They've been talking about Kevin and before any of them even start talking to me. Hell, I even was talking about by some of the same people. So why would I be telling somebody something to say? But anything I done said, I stand on. I don't need nobody to do nothing for me. Like he said, when I get mad, I don't care. There's no limits. I put anything on the floor. I don't care. And I keep sparing Kevin them because they.
It sounds like they didn't have her back from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like she was always in a hustle mode and hard in the paint, you know, at a younger age. To me, that's what I'm hearing. So where was the coverage from her brothers? Because I don't hear it. I don't hear the coverage from her big brother, her big brothers. I don't hear the coverage. They used her. You are absolutely correct. They used Toya. And now that they can no longer use her, she's disposable. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever speak to me ever in your life. But I'm going to say this, y'all. Now, I'm going to say this, and this is my own thought and my own observation. I believe, and this is not me wanting to see siblings never speak to each other again or anything like that. I know, you know, time heals wounds, okay? But I believe that if Toya, keep focused, okay? Keep focused and keep doing what she's doing, loving on her family, loving on her kids, and do her content, right? Keep focused. Stay out of trouble. Don't be in no mess. Let all that bullshit go. Just let it all go. Let it all go. All of it, right? And keep focused and moving forward. She's going to fucking outshine both of them motherfuckers. Do you hear me? That's my observation. She let all this petty bullshit that happened from the saga, let all this fucking shit go, right? Let it go. Continue moving forward. And I believe that she will step out and she will be on top. And let me tell you something. Then they're going to reach out to her. They will. They're going to reach out to her because they're going to see her glowing. They're going to see her growing. And they're not going to like it. And then you want to know what's going to happen? They're going to say, I put her on. She wouldn't have had a platform without me. I'm the reason for her season. See, they don't think that Toya has it in her right now to be on top or to be ahead of them. But she actually do. One of the things that Toya do, right, is she's authentic. Toya don't always come online, you know, cammed up. I mean, not cammed up, but what do you call it? Filtered up. She's authentic. Sometimes she does, sometimes she don't. Sometimes it is what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? So if she just let all this drama bullshit go, let it go. Let everything that happened in the saga bullshit, let that go. She found out that the very guys that she stood hard in the paint for did not have genuine love for her. But the thing about it is she ain't the only one and she needs to know that. They use everybody they come in contact with. Season was used. She too dumb to realize it. She was used. Mika is currently being used. Amber is being used. They all are being used. They are being used. But they too stupid to realize it. You understand what I'm saying? They too stupid to realize it. She's now see that her brothers don't have her best interest and never had. She move away from this drama. She'll pass them. She will. But they'll reach out to her or they'll come out and say, oh, we put her on, you know, or we tore your sister. We tore your sister. I get this thing. I'm gonna tell you something. They don't want me to grow. They see. Let me tell you what Kevin said the other day. Report. I want to make sure I destroy a channel. You want to know why he want to destroy me now at 14,000 subs? He wants to destroy me because, baby, he know when I get at 100,000 subs, I'm talking about real subs. I ain't talking about no fake ass subs. 50,000 to 100,000 subs, baby. He know it's going to be something serious. He trying to stop me now. Kevin know I have a voice. Robert knows I have a voice. That's why the fuck they listen to me. Do you hear me? They know I have a voice. That's why he wants to stop me now. And that's why they all do. But I'm not the only one with a voice. Toya has a voice too. She does. She has a voice. But she got to leave this pettiness alone. Stop believing in people that don't have your best interests. That's what she has to do. Anyway, let's continue.
My brothers, but they ain't shit. They ain't shit. For him to go on live and say that I went live, 3-4 days ago, and said that somebody came in my chat and I was calling them, said they look like Down syndrome, and said he ain't never heard me say that before.
Well, he said me and Nina was trying to separate you and the family. That's what he said. That's what he said.
But when he said that about Down syndrome, I done said it before and I got criticized.
What sense does that make? Like separating you from your family. Exactly. Let me just clear this. We have been the ones that have been off in this saga. So let's roll it back. Not 2025. Let's roll it a couple of years back, where we was over here being positive as fuck. And the people that he's closest to kept trying to be negative as fuck. And because we never went into that cipher, because we never went into that circle, we were outcasts, which we didn't give a fuck about, which I was perfectly okay. Perfectly, it still is okay with it. So because we didn't get into that.
And let me just tell you how they're so dumb, the brothers, right? Especially the truth, but Kevin dumb too. Like what they're saying, Mina and TC didn't get into the back and forth, right? They were real life supporters. Like they showed up, they went to his events. But see, the truth and Kevin, they don't look at that as support. They don't look at buying my merch as support. They don't look at showing up to my events as support. No. You want to know what they look at support? They look at arguing back with content creators, cussing them out and dragging my ex-wife is support. They look at that as support. They look at fighting their battles as support. You remember how Robert he'll do it tomorrow, but you remember how he used to praise Sweet Ma so very much, beef her up, talk about her all the time, like she was the best thing since sliced bread. Has he shared any fucking thing that she's been talking about since she dipped up out of the saga? Not one fucking thing. And if Sweet Ma and any of the others don't see that, then they're fucking dumb. He don't give a fuck what they talk about. But if they're talking about his ex-wife, he gonna tune in. Let them talk about somebody else. He ain't showing up, he ain't sharing, he ain't doing none of that. If he was so appreciative of what they did for him, he would be boosting Sweet Mom's posts, her channel. Yeah, I know she doesn't need him to, but he would be doing it. He used the excuse, the reason why I can't share y'all is because y'all bash my ex-wife. Sweet Mom ain't said nothing negative about Brianna in a long time, right? But do you see him over there saying, shout out to Sweet Mom for maintaining a pleasant page and growing and growing? I see you, girl. I see you over there doing your damn thing. From one content creator to another. If somebody went hard in the paint for me, the way Sweet Ma did for him, dragging the fuck out of my ex, I would still tap into them. And I would do that. Shout out Sweet Ma. I just want to say, hey, you know what? I went over to your page. I'm checking you out, home girl. I'm checking you out. I see you doing your damn thing. Let me know if you want to collab. Let me know if you want to interview about my next song release or something like that on your page. He would do something like that. This nigga lame. I'm talking about straight up ass lame. He doesn't know but what he shows every day is that he never gave a fuck about them people over there. The loudmouth Ambers over there just because Kevin is calling her beautiful and they say, oh, he giving her flowers. Look who you getting flowers from. You getting flowers from a nigga that really don't give a fuck about you. Because the moment you don't rock with him, right? The moment you don't rock with him, girl, you're going to be another bitch, honey. You're going to be a bitch like me. You're going to be a bitch like Callie. You're going to be a bitch like his sister. You're going to be a bitch like his brother-in-law. Girl, your son going to be gay. All that. He doesn't give a fuck about them. But they're too dumb, illiterate to realize it. But let me stop for a moment right here. You know, Amber's a liar, y'all. She's a bona fide ass liar. You know, she put on her community wall that I didn't listen to Nate live, knowing that her sweaty ass was in my live, heard every word I said, right? I didn't listen to Nate live, so I don't know what she said, but my son listened to it. So I'm gonna take him to the doctor tomorrow and get him checked out, right? That's what she said on her community wall. But in the same damn video, guess what she said? My son ain't even here. My son is at Disney World right now. He's been there for 7 days. He's at Disney World right now. What a liar. So you mean to tell me your son at Disney World listening to me? Huh? The bitch is a liar. That big hog bitch is a liar. And I welcome the day she takes me to court. When I tell you, I welcome it. Any court cases anybody want to take me to from now on, I welcome it. I will not allow them to scare me silent. I will not. I know my rights as a citizen and as an American, period. I know my rights. That's why nobody that has taken me to court has won shit. None of them. Okay? So, and again, you know, my thing is, why is somebody else taking your son on a summer's vacation 7 days in Disney World? Why your ass ain't at Disney? Huh? Why she ain't at Disney? Because she too busy being messy on this here internet. That's why her ass is not at Disney. Okay? Because she too busy being messy. So her kid will remember those memories with someone else, not with her big, funky, nasty, stank ass. But let's continue.
Same little circle of mess and everyday cattiness and pettiness every day for Kevin. And we stuck hard and went hard for the truth. Nigga, you mad. You was mad.
Yeah, mad as
You was mad. You was mad as fuck. You even, it was a call or something we was on where he started talking about.
I see Kimberly Moore's comment where you said, he said, none of my siblings deal with me. How do I know that Robert just called my brother Duke from California and told him to go live on me? How do I know that my big brother Anthony that live in Vegas, that own the shopping center, how do I know that Robert been calling him talking about me? And then my brother stopped answering the phone for him. How would I know that if I don't talk to them? Just like I talked to Robert and Kevin up until they got mad every day. Remember? Post-form and all kinds of.
But that's the thing, though. He wants the people, he wants the masses to be against you. He wants the masses to be against like super fans. Honestly, again, let me be clear. I don't give a fuck about this shit like this. Like this, right? This internet don't rule me. It don't pay my bills. So that's why y'all don't see me like that. And I've been saying that since I've been out here a little bit. But because people are CCs and because you are a CC, Toya, and this is something you know that you care about, your platforms, he wants to turn people against you. But he is a manipulator.
He does. He absolutely does. That's his aim. He wants to turn all of the true supporters, because they're not his supporters, he wants to turn all of the true supporters against Toya. But I'm going to tell you, Toya is going to come out on top. She's going to come out on top. You watch.
That's his clear day. So he want to try to pawn, and he ain't the only one. I ain't going to say her name, but she know who she is, who first initiated the super fake title and want to put it out there to try to act as if we were trying to come between our siblings. For what?
Right.
Come between y'all how?
But what?
Because we support you? Like, no, show me an action.
Yeah.
Because to my notes, this is the second conversation I've had publicly about Kevin fairy ass. Because at this point, you is a whole fucking fairy. He's a whole fucking fairy. I don't even argue with man. But my thing is, why am I talking to a man through the internet or at all? That's fairy shit. because you have a manipulative plan to try to turn people against your sister.
Yeah.
And that is sad. That's absolutely sad, but they are telling the truth. That is his game plan. He wants his sister to have no supporters whatsoever. Yeah, that's sad. Sad ass man, sad.
Get super fan because we didn't.
And the thing about it is, if you look at Toya's views on this live, she got 7.2. They're more than his. And she only got 10.5K subscribers. And she still makes, and this is on YouTube, she makes more noise. They tune in more to hear her than they do him. She gets more action than he does. Make that make sense. I think his live was like 6,000 and something. People ain't checking for him like that. You understand what I'm saying?
How you wanted us to.
People don't like listening to whiny ass men. And when he ain't whining, he bored. He's boring. He either whine or he put your ass in comas. Period.
With you. Because you think you can control people on the internet. That's another thing. Now, the part where you were so-called, were you paying people? Because I heard you were.
I was just going to say.
I think that's the
I was just going to say that. No,
she's talking about donations. Donation is a payment, okay? Donations is still money being exchanged, okay?
Yeah, you can feel how you feel, Toya.
She said, "Amore, look at all the bush watchers over here. Can y'all please hit that thumbs up? And you guys, I need 4 more super chats. I only asked for 10 $5 super chats, which is just $50 for this live, y'all. The last one, I don't even think I set a goal. So I just need 4 more, you guys. 4 more super chats, please. And thank you. I've been on live for 2 hours. Thank you, y'all.
But it is what it is.
No, I'm just saying that's what he.
Yeah, he wanted them to have his back. So
it was him trying to have control over people's commentary, so people can start the minds of the people to convince people that he's not homosexual. Like, why you do all that? It cares about what you do with your dingling. Like, it's just too much.
At this point, do he even have a dingling? The fuck?
I don't know what's up with him, but I'm gonna say this. For him to get on there and say I was talking about that baby with Down syndrome, that pissed me off. And at the end of the day, when Kevin first called me and told me that baby had Down syndrome, he told me the baby was deaf, and he told me the baby was blind. I cried my eyes out. I was hurt. When I went to see Kevin, the first time I'm getting a hold of the baby, I went downstairs in Jamie's quarters. And not Jamie's quarters, Lacey's quarters. And held the baby. And me and Lacey was in the room by ourselves. We sit and talk. And I said, so what's all wrong with him? Because when I was holding me, I could see he was looking around. And I always see her singing to him. So if he can't hear, why are you singing? So I asked her, I said, what's all wrong with him? She said, oh, he just got Down syndrome. I said, oh, Kevin told me he was blind and couldn't see and deaf. I think y'all remember he even said that on the internet a couple times. And Lacey said, no, he just got Down syndrome.
So wait a minute, hold on. Hold on. Let's finish this.
After I sit there for a minute, I guess Lacey got nervous. So she got the baby back and I went upstairs. When I went upstairs, Lacey texted my phone. I still got the text in my phone. So I'm waiting on Lacey to say I'm lying or Kevin to say I'm lying. Kevin might, because he don't know Lacey texted me. But Lacey texted me and said, Toya, please don't tell Kevin that I told you the baby only got Down syndrome. I thought he already told the family. I said, no, Kevin told me the baby had Down syndrome. He was blind and he was deaf. She said, please don't tell him.
Why would he even put all of that on his child? Why would he speak that out of his mouth? Put that in the atmosphere? Why?
That because I don't want him thinking I'm going behind his back, telling y'all stuff that he hasn't told y'all. I said, Lacey, I would never do that. And I left it alone. But for him to sit on here and make up a line trying to act like I'm coming for his child, after he done spoke on my kids, and I still ain't came for his kids. because I do love his kids genuinely. It ain't just for Facebook. It ain't just for show. I've always been in their life before they was a content creator, before Robert was on the internet. All of that.
Well, lying on your own baby is diabolical. That's a whole nother level.
He's the only one out here doing it. He ain't the only one out here lying on his head.
It's sad. But he want to talk about my parenting. How I take care of my kids. I'm there for my kids every day. I'm not out here trying to have a tribe, nobody taking care of them, nobody but me and OB. This man is on live really trying to portray like he took care of our family and his family because he done let me borrow money before. I don't give a damn, I done borrowed money from both of my siblings, family members, friends, and all.
That's one thing I love about Toya. She's like, okay, I have done that. I did do that. You don't hear Kevin and Robert saying things like that, right? They don't admit to stuff like that. They say, no, I've been hustling since I was 16. I've been living on my own, getting and selling CDs out my trunk. I've been rapping and making money, and I was a millionaire and this, that, and the other, They never, ever admit to things like this. He would never admit that Brianna was paying the damn bills. No, Kevin would never admit that he left his wife, okay, and his kids and went off digging, planning pussy, all other types of pussy. He would never admit that. Oh, and pussy while living with a query guy, okay? That part.
Because I didn't have it. I ain't gonna lie. I done said it on several lives. It's still the truth. At the end of the day, Kevin gave me $3,000 something. I gave him $2,000 and something back. So you mad now because of that? When I ain't asked you for nothing and I ain't got no money from you in almost a year, you and Robert keep trying to say that's what this is because of. No, this is because y'all keep playing with me.
Well, tell him to chalk up all this activity that he wanting them, whatever he getting super chats and cash apps off for your name, that other extra $1,000 you owe him. Tell him to balance it out, balance the books. Because we making money off of this bullshit.
Man, I can't even believe Kevin, but at the end of the day, I really should. I really should believe it because I've been seeing this shit coming. I've been seeing it coming.
And you knew who it was coming from. I mean,
This is crazy, y'all. I'm not gonna listen to the whole thing. I am gonna listen to the whole thing, but I just listened to 25 minutes of that right there. But this is crazy. I do want to listen to the rest of it, and maybe I'll break it down probably tomorrow. But this is crazy, y'all. And the crazy part about it is this is Toya, the baby sister of the so-called internet famous guys that got over 1 million subscribers, but yet they come on YouTube and need the 200 or 300 people that go hard in the paint or whatever, the delusionals, the delulus. They need these people over here to fight for them. None of these people over there on Facebook, TikTok, and all this other stuff is saying the same thing about them. No, they're dragging, dog walking these guys. You understand what I'm saying? These guys' support reach is no greater than mine, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? They may be able to trick the system or know how to make it go out farther or whatever, whether they boost their posts or I don't know what you do, how you get it out there, whatever. They may know how to do that better, but their support is no greater than mine, and I do believe the truth has some genuine supporters. Well, I guess if that's what you want to call them, I call them brand killers, but not Kevin does not. Them people does not check for Kevin like that. Kevin has to come out here. Well, the truth does too, but Kevin mostly has to come out here and basically beg for sympathy. And that's what he's been doing, beg for sympathy. These people are not rocking with him. They're not rocking with him. You remember when Ringo came out and was like, dude, we ain't friends like that. We ain't friends. And you call me a weirdo and this, that, and the other. And he gets on here and what did he do? He called Ringo all types of bitches. What man does that? You a bitch, this bitch, nigga, bitch. What man does that? What man does that? Ringo didn't call him not one bitch. Not one bitch. But he goes on a rampage calling Ringo all type of bitches. And for what? All because Ringo said you not his friend? He could have just came out and said, you know what? Hey, it's all good. he don't look at me as a friend, hey, that's fine. I'm good with that. I'm okay with that. But no, he took offense to it. He took offense and called him all types of bitches. You a bitch, nigga. You a bitch this. You a bitch that. You bitch. You bitch. Like, nigga, you look sad. And Ringo ain't even in this sector. He looks sad. Anybody that does not agree with him, he wants to come out and call them names. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. She said, I believe Kevin is in denial. And she said, no, he's just a fucking liar. Lacey is the worst. She is in all of his schemes, the lying on the child and the emails. Jamie better not eat any of the food. Damn, Daisy. Anyway. But I don't think that that's it for him. And I'm talking about Kevin right now. I don't think that this is it for him. And the reason why I say that is because, you know, he needs to make money because he's over in Colombia. But I believe that he thinks or believes that the money is going to come from controversy. He has to feel like the victim. So he just came and put that public statement out today. Lacey put a public statement out. It's not going to stop there. It's not going to stop there. So expect in the next couple of days or whatnot, him starting all back up all over again with the, oh, woe is me. I can't believe they say this about my son type shit. That is why when you hear him out here approaching the public, he always say, I know you're going to talk about my son. You're going to talk about my kids. You're going to talk about my daughter. I know you're going to talk about my family. He has to be in the empathy, well, not the empathy, but the sympathy victim playing role. That is how he feels that only way that his people connect with him. The victim role. He's just like his brother. But I actually do believe that he's a little bit more dangerous than his brother. Because who run from the United States for some damn speeding tickets? You just pay that shit, right? You pay those speeding tickets and you move on. Those speeding tickets ain't like a credit card. Those speeding tickets is, if your ass don't pay, you can go to jail. You can't go to jail for not paying your credit card bill. They just give your ass bad credit and don't offer you another credit card. But you can go to jail over fucking tickets and fines. But why wouldn't he get that straight before you leave the United States? It can't be that damn much. Why couldn't you get that straight before he departed the United States? And that's probably another reason why now that he's over there, everything over there is just so much better. Oh, the food is so great. Oh, the weather is so calm. Oh, the air is so breathable. Oh, the water is so nice and smooth. Oh, the butter tastes so rich. Everything is so much better now that he's gone. Make that make any type of sense. Any type of sense. So anyway, I done been on here long enough. I done been on here for 2 hours and 12 minutes. But I got a story for y'all tomorrow, baby. Listen. I got a story for y'all tomorrow. And that story, unless a big bombshell hits, she said, be ready tomorrow because K. Diddy would be yelling tomorrow. Oh, yeah. He probably will be. But I got another story for y'all tomorrow. And, who knows? I may come live twice. But y'all, this guy, 30 years old, out of Mississippi, if y'all heard it, let me know. Out of Mississippi was arrested and charged with using AI to create videos of students having sex. Yeah. And he put those out into the atmosphere. But it looked so real. This AI is going to get people in trouble, y'all. This AI is going to get people in trouble. He created a site and had students. And y'all, he was a teacher. A 30-year-old teacher at a middle school in Mississippi. He created AI videos and had his students having sex. So anyway, we're going to talk about that tomorrow because it is crazy. She said, listen to the part with Neo. What part with Neo? Listen to that part with Neo. Oh, Neo played this? Listen to that part with Neo. She said, wow, what race? Let me show you the race right quick. Let me show you his photo right quick. Y'all, I listened to the story and I said, this got to be one of the sickest things. That guy right there, 30-year-old school teacher, created photos and videos of students. So why would he do that, right? Why would he do that? We're going to talk about it. She said Neo was on Toya Live. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know Neo was on Toya Live. So anyway, we're going to talk about that tomorrow because, you know, she said he looks like a creep, though. He does look like a creep. He is a creep. If you can do stuff like that, that is a creep. That you created of your own students, though. Well, because why? Because why would you do that? Why? Why in the world? Anyway, his name is Wilson Jones. We're going to talk about him tomorrow. She said Neo read his ass on that live, too. Oh, she did? I'm going to listen to some more. If y'all want me to break down the whole video, I'll do it, but I don't want to do it all one day because they do have this thing in your back office that says this person streaming your live, that person streaming your live. And, you know, I don't think that she would do it, but, you know, but I don't want to do a whole live. I will just do parts of it or whatever because you can get struck if they feel that you've taken too much up of somebody's live. You're never supposed to stream a whole live in one live stream. You know, long stream live. I ain't talking about just no 4-minute, 5-minute video. I'm talking about long stream live. You know what I mean? It's supposed to just be a portion of it. So if y'all want me to, I'll break down the rest tomorrow in a different live. She said, wait, so he used his actual students' photos? Yes. Yes. It was his actual students. Yes. Yes. She said, can we hear some more? Yeah, we can hear some more tomorrow. She said, yes, Toya had a lot of support on that live. Oh, okay. When was the live? Let me look. When did she do this live? She did this live. Oh, this was yesterday. July the 16th. Okay, she did it on July the 16th. So yesterday. Well, you know, day before yesterday, because now today is officially Friday because it's late. What time is it? Yeah, the day is officially Friday. So she did it yesterday. Okay, I'm gonna listen to some more myself too. Yeah. So anyway, she said, I can't get past the line of the child disability. Yes. You know, that's crazy. And but for what? I don't even understand why he would put that out in the atmosphere. Why? Why in the world would you put out in the atmosphere that your child have all of this shit going on with him? He's blind, he's deaf, he's this. Like, are you kidding me? You know? She said for money. He did that for money. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. You know? She said for cash apps because he's big. Oh, wow. Anyway, I'm about to hop off, but let me give a shout out to those that poured into this live stream. Popeye's Chicken, Candid Eye, Binky Bink, Daisy, Carmelita, Monique, J. Lou, Gloria, Joanne, Tanya, and Woman of Purpose, J. Lou, Benita, and Cheryl. Thank y'all so very much. It looks like J. Lou. Thank you so much, J. Lou. You are the sponsor of this live. I do appreciate you so much. Everybody give it up for J. Lou. And we got off the last live, but let me just go to it right quick. I did get a few super chats in, and I don't think I thanked y'all. So hold on one sec. Give me a sec. Right here. All right, so the last live was Candid Eye, Miss Stubberfield, Daisy, Vanessa, and Break Room, and Sonia C. And it looks like, well, that was quite a few ties, but I think it was Sonia C. Sonia C and Vanessa. Sonia C and Vanessa for the last live. So thank y'all so much for sponsoring that live. I know I jumped off because when somebody said the Sage page was live, oh my goodness. I'm like, the Sage page is live? Y'all, I'm going to have to go back to the beginning of that and see what it says. She said, what mother would agree to that? A sorry mother that's scared of the daddy. You know what I mean? That's manipulated, heavily manipulated by him. But who knows? She might be manipulative herself. Thank you, Miss Too Much for You. Appreciate you, babe. Appreciate you. Appreciate the love. Thanks for pulling up, y'all. So anyway, I'm about to get up out of here, and I will be back tomorrow. Love y'all so much. Hit that thumbs up button on the way out. Bye, y'all.
Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our names.
Yay! She kept talking about
We
that
got these
family.
hoes over there. About
She kept
bad.
talking about that family. She kept talking
Internet
about that
gangsters.
family. She kept talking about that family. She kept talking about that family. That family. She kept talking about that family. Talking about that family.
These motherfuckers don't be want to regret something. Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our